10 classic phrases liars often use. Let's get right into it. Number 1. I swear I'm not lying. When people tell the truth, they rarely feel the need to prove it. They simply explain what happened and move on. Liars are different. When they sense your doubt, their brain automatically triggers overcompensation, an instinctive way to cover for a lack of credibility. Saying I swear is a verbal cushion to make the story feel safer. Physiologically, lying activates brain regions responsible for control and self-protection. The more they emphasize honesty, the more the words betray the tension behind them. Truth is calm, specific, and steady. Lies often speak too loudly. Number 2. Trust me, I would never do that. This phrase uses an absolute term, never, a classic sign of defensive language. When lying, the brain manages multiple things, keeping the fabricated story consistent, monitoring expressions, and controlling tone. Absolutes make it simpler. They sound confident without providing proof. Truth tellers provide details: when, where, why. Liars replace details with strong, vague assertions to fill gaps. The psychology here is simple. Protect yourself by creating the appearance of certainty. Number 3. Why would I lie to you? Sounds logical? Maybe, but it's really deflection. Instead of answering your question, they make you feel guilty for asking. Psychology calls this reversal, flipping the burden of proof. When they can't defend the lie, they attack your doubt. Truth tellers answer questions directly. Liars attack the question itself to control the conversation. Number 4. You're overthinking it. This is subtle gaslighting. It doesn't clarify or justify, it makes you doubt your own perception. When liars feel the truth closing in, they don't argue with facts. They attack your confidence in reading them. Overthinking, in reality, is often accurate pattern recognition. The liar's goal: reduce tension by making you question yourself. Honest communication clarifies, manipulation dismisses. If you hear this repeatedly, it's a warning sign. Number 5. You have to believe me. This phrase feels urgent, but it's emotional coercion, not proof. Truth doesn't demand belief, it provides clarity. Liars demand trust to shut down doubt, avoiding explanation. Psychologically, this is a defense. Instead of showing the truth, they control your emotions. Genuine people say, I understand your doubt. Here's what happened. Liars say, you have to believe me. Number 6. You misunderstood. At first, this sounds polite, even reasonable, but it's a classic avoidance tactic. Instead of owning their words or actions, the liar shifts the blame to you. You misunderstood. Psychologists call this reframing, changing the way you perceive an event to protect their image. Truth tellers clarify misunderstandings. Liars make you question yourself instead of their story. In everyday life, if this phrase appears immediately after you question an inconsistency, it's likely a cover-up. Not every misunderstanding is deceit, but patterns matter. Number 7. I don't really remember. Forgetting happens. But selective memory, especially around incriminating details, is a cognitive defense. Lying requires juggling a fabricated story in your mind. If details start to unravel, claiming I don't remember is an escape. Behavioral studies call this cognitive escape, reducing mental tension by pretending ignorance. Often they remember details that make them look good and forget those that don't. When memory conveniently fails in key moments, it's a red flag. Number 8. I have my reasons you wouldn't understand. This sounds mysterious, even profound. But psychologically, it's avoidance disguised as depth. If the reason were important and real, it could be explained simply. Saying you wouldn't understand is a way to maintain control and avoid questions, keeping you outside their inner circle of reasoning. This tactic protects the lie by exploiting your natural respect for others' privacy or experience. Number 9. Everybody does it. This is social justification. The liar tries to normalize their behavior by pointing to the crowd. Psychology calls this the social proof effect. If many people do something, it feels acceptable. Liars use this to reduce guilt and make you feel the behavior is minor or harmless. In reality, the popularity of an action doesn't make it right. It's a classic way to manipulate perception and dodge responsibility. Number 10. You're making a big deal out of nothing. Finally, the manipulator shifts focus from their behavior to your reaction. Suddenly, you are the problem. Too sensitive, too emotional. This is a psychological strategy called threat redirection. When cornered, liars prefer you question yourself instead of their actions. It protects them and keeps you under subtle control. In real-life situations, this phrase often surfaces when someone fears exposure or conflict escalation. Conclusion: understanding the psychology of lies. These 10 phrases aren't automatic proof of deceit, but in combination, they highlight how liars manipulate emotions, logic, and perception to protect themselves. The key distinction: truth-tellers explain, liars persuade. Truth is calm and consistent. Lies are loud, emotional, and absolute. By understanding the psychology behind these phrases, overcompensation, deflection, gaslighting, cognitive escape, and social justification, you can detect deception more logically, scientifically, and in everyday life. Observation and attention are your most reliable tools. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.